Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Please continue to pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video or any other video in my channel. Anything you think is worthy of a dislike, please smash the dislike button. I set up my art booth yesterday. I got the show today. This is my signature art piece. It's like my flagship product, right? Except that I'm getting better and better at doing it. As you can see, I've figured out how to do it in a way that the bismuth does not bulge out at the back of it and minimize the amount of cracking that it forms, right? So I've gotten really good at this one. I hope to get really good at. I just ordered one of these molds, but made of graphite instead. The nice thing about graphite is that you can fill the mold and empty it at just the right time, and you get this geode effect. And I can't wait to do these with geodes in them. I really can't. And I want you to pray that that becomes success as well. Uh, Pray that I make $10,000 at the art show. I got some things that, one thing I learned is that as much as I bitterly complain about how much single guys are being discriminated against in our society, I find that having some cold hard cash can neutralize some of that bias. What do I mean by that? Well, it's a great way to escape all of that, right? When, for example, 3 months ago when I was sick with COVID-19, I if I had a better place to live, right, that might not have played out the way it did, right? Yeah, I really should have thought of a better place to record the video. There's people around me. I don't want to speak in too much gory detail. Just understand that cold hard cash can neutralize some of the prejudices that come with being single. It really can. So pray that I make at least $100,000 at the art show just across the street from here this week. Pray as hard as you can, please. What would I do with that money? Well, the first thing I would do is to finally book a Christmas vacation for myself, right? There are definitely other places in the world that don't treat single guys so badly as the United States, right? And the second thing I would do is some more art projects. Obviously, I have an idea for a Lego set that I want to put together. I work with Legos as well. Uh, I got a portrait of Mary Curry that I want to put together with Legos. What else did I want to do? I'll certainly eat a lot better as well, and I'll think about replacing my car. Although I've been thinking about that for some time. With some good money and some good options of what to replace it with, that would probably go a lot better. And what else? The other thing I noticed this past week is that it is very easy. I, for it is very if it is very easy for me to score a second date if I get the first date. To get that first date is a lot harder for me, and I wish it were the other way. I'd much rather be going on a million first dates and only a number of them converting to second dates. I wish it were the other way around. So pray that I kind of flip that around, right? But practically, I got to do a life statistic, but I think if I'm remembering correctly, more than 50%, probably more like 70% of first dates for me have become second dates, and probably just a similar proportion of second dates become third dates. But getting from 0 to 1 is the trickiest part for me. I don't know why. Uh, so pray for that as well. The other thing that I want you guys to pray for is that I continue to keep my body young. I attract uh, a lot of girls who are way too young for me. Yesterday, I had a good conversation with a girl here at the student union, but she's only like 16 years old, and that's very typical of me actually. So I need to keep my body young and wait for them to grow up. Although if I keep my body too young, she's gonna grow up and away from me, and then I'll attract the 16-year-olds of that time. Right? That's how it's been playing out for me over the past decade, right? So it's a mixed bag, right? What else? Pray that we find some Moscovium. I can't wait to make one of these out of Moscovium. Uh, pray that Trump's tariffs don't go through. Obviously, right? Pray that in general, even if I don't meet the right person, pray that in general society treats singles better. Right now, singles only make 40 cents out of every dollar that a married individual makes. Um, a lot of that is structural, right? So pray that we change that. Um uh, Pray that we gain an understanding of the concept. Yesterday, I was very upset yesterday. I didn't show it, but at the art show, the art director was arguing with me about how she doesn't believe single bias exists. And her punchline was that at the end of the art show, all that money is my own. I don't have to share it with my spouse. Okay, maybe I do get that check to cash on my own, but all my expenses are much higher and alone, right? And plus, I also have to go look for that future partner, right? And she didn't seem to appreciate that, right? And I could care less if she doesn't appreciate it. The problem is that everybody seems to think in those kind of regards too, right? Right. So in an ideal world, see, we have all the here at Phoenix College, we have a lot of accommodations for people who want to take care of their family. Why not some accommodations for people who want to go out and date, right? Maybe even some support systems to match people. Because, like I said, I have a very high um, success ratio of having a first date become a second date, right? I just need that push, right? That's why I offered the reward for anybody setting up on any blind date. And true to my word, I went on a second and third date, and hopefully a fourth one tonight, right? And I just need that jump start, right? It's kind of like, well, not long ago I replaced the battery in my car, right, because it was needing a jump start almost every other day. I still have the old battery. I'm going to open it to melt the lead in it to make stuff out of it, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. Please show your support by disliking. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.